the weather as soon as I decide to go out every day for my depression. Are you fucking kidding? Hello, beautiful people. I can't go out, and I'm also at a grocery, so I have to order food. Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sad. I don't want to. But yeah, I'll probably get a burger. And then, let's dye my hair. Okay, so this, as you can see, is a cover for the time that it's raining and you want to go out. And I thought that that's like the least worthy thing I have, so I better use this one. But I don't know if I should use Vaseline. I don't have one, basically. But I think if I use like any sort of oil, it's gonna do the same. Okay, so we'll be recording now. First, you need to start with brushing your hair. I actually regret it now because midway through dyeing my hair, it got all tangly and it was really hard to brush it then. Because it would just get mixed with the dyed hair. It was just like this whole thing. And this Style Fit is the brand that I used. I don't even know if it's good because it's the only brand I've ever used, but it did a pretty good job on me. And it costs like, I'd say so, $3 with the developer. But honestly, I think any brand you use is gonna be fine. The only rule is to go with the ratio that the company suggests because they know something, like they're not us. So here is a real footage of my biggest mistake because I didn't have any Vaseline, so I decided I can just use this medicational oil, which is betamethasone. And I think it did nothing for my skin. And like, go really generous with the Vaseline. You're definitely gonna thank doing that later because the dye, like the red dye stains, it was not a myth. My whole face was drowned in it, so I had to use rubbing alcohol. Just keep in mind that you want to stay away from your roots and your baby hairs because it would look so bad. Like, imagine if I had little black baby hairs and just red hair for the rest of my head. That would look bad. So just your skin. Then we start sectioning our hair. As you can see, I left way too big bunches to dye every time, so I think that can actually affect your accuracy and can lead to having like spots that are not dyed. So definitely take your time on that one. This is the developer I used. It's the same brand as my dye. It's a 30 volume developer, which is great if you have virgin hair and you want to lift it up as much as possible. And I also recommend it to you guys because I've done a ton of research, and if you don't want to get too vibrant, 30 volume is just fine for doing redhead. Also, it's better to stay away from your roots at the start and go back to it later because of the heat of your scalp, but that would be way too hard for me because I have a lot of hair and my hands were aching by the end of my process. So I didn't do that, but I didn't really get burnt roots, so I would say it's okay. Also, I suffer from psoriasis, which is like a skin condition, which is not contagious. It's an autoimmune disease, but if you're also suffering from psoriasis, I think it didn't really make any difference in my scaling, or it didn't make me go through any pain. It was okay, but you know, it can be different in all people who have psoriasis. So what I did was patch test it at the back of my neck, and it turned out to be okay, so I went on going. And I decided to use my hands because it would take forever with a brush, and I was doing it all by myself. Actually, nobody knew that I was dyeing my hair, so I wanted to be a surprise to everyone. And it turned out to be quite good. Like, I didn't leave any spots behind, and I think it gives you more control over how much product you use and where you used in comparing to a brush. So yeah, do that. And I think it's always better be safe than sorry, so buy a lot of products. If you want it to be darker or lighter, you need to work on the time, not on the amount of product. Here's how much I got stained because I thought any oil would do it. No, the fuck it wouldn't. Hi. Dun, da, 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 da. Okay, it's not that bad. Not that bad. I feel like it doesn't match my skin tone at all, but I'm gonna wear makeup and see how it looks like then. I'm pretty satisfied with the results though. Haven't seen any like missed spots or anything. And for my first time, girl, I nailed it. Okay, so that was it for today. I feel like it would be way lighter if I go into the sun, but that's not happening for the next 3-4 days. It's gonna rain all day, so no sun. As you can see, I made so many stains around my neck and on my ear, but I think it's gonna just fade away. Like the ones on my hand are already fading, like you can barely see them. So that's gonna be fine. I think you should definitely try it if you haven't ever dyed your hair. But if you don't have virgin hair, I think that this high lift stuff won't help it. Because actually it will help, but it's just gonna go away way sooner than if you were to use permanent dye. I took my vitamin D and then nothing else. Because all the other things involved me going out and it was raining, so I just did my makeup and stayed home. Because I'm a good girl. You know what? That's not a good... Okay, let me get started on that. In our generation, I don't even know about where you guys are from, but for me, personally, my family was always like, oh, you're such a good girl, you're not like naughty at all, you don't do teenage things, you're just at your room studying or whatever the fuck you're doing. And that wasn't normal, you know, that was a sign of depression, and that's what they liked. So no, don't be a good girl. You know what? Go make a mess. It's fine. You're 20, it's fine. You're gonna have time to fix it. Like, am I gonna have time to fix this? It's gonna probably take me like 2 years. But if I didn't dye this, I had to dye like 2 years later to even know what I look like. Because I always like new experiences. I totally feel like the more I keep myself occupied by, I don't know, going out with my friends, or dyeing my hair, or studying, I'm just feeling way much better. And all the times that I'm like scrolling on social media is the time that I feel worse. Although I've heard that it helps your body produce more dopamine. I mean, release more dopamine, but that's not the case for me. It really makes me more anxious and just keeps me thinking about that person. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but I just don't want it to interfere with my daily tasks and my necessities. So I would like it to go away. Anyways, if you wanted to dye your hair, this is your sign, girl. Go do it. It's okay. Even if you fuck up, that's why the box dyes, dye boxes, that's why you can always dye it back black. Black. Anyways,